Hi, this is Ramesh Batavia. Welcome to my show. Straight from my heart is based on my own experience of life in its various moods and colors. Do click on the like and subscribe buttons. Help us keep in touch with you. Straight from my heart is powered by the Inner Circle, which is a self help organization, and its members have sponsored each one of the episodes. Right, folks, let's start. Ever since the dawn of mankind, man has constantly tried to keep changing the way he lives his life, to keep changing things around him, try and do whatever he can to make his life much more luxurious. The entire exercise, in one single word, is called innovation. Look at the automobile industry. Where did we start a little less than 200 years back? And where are we today? Forget the dawn of the automobile industry. Cars which are just 10 years old and the latest models. The amount of innovation that has gone in is stupendous. Look at the entertainment industry. There was a time when, as kids, we used to go to a neighborhood tent and watch movies sitting on the ground. In a way, the whole thing has come full circle. We now sit in the drawing room on the ground and watch a movie from our TV screens. Innovation is a part of life. And for any one of us who is in business, this is an essential part of our life. If we do not innovate, we die. So, today we are talking about how we can really innovate. Okay, what is innovation? Innovation is imagination at work. Innovation is creativity implemented. So, you have an idea and you put it to work and you call it innovation. And innovation, what is it all about? Innovation is about breaking rules. Breaking rules? The cops are not going to be after you. What is then a rule? Let's examine this. A convention. Men always wear pants. This is a rule. Nobody wrote it down anywhere. For decades together, all the men have worn pants. Okay. Now, it took somebody to innovate. And today, you know what is in vogue? Harem pants. What are they? They are a combination between a dhoti and a pant. But then today, that is in vogue. And that is innovation for you. Saris have been around ever since India was discovered. But the way you wear a sari has changed constantly. So, a rule, if you want to innovate it, you break it. And you bring in something new instead of that. Or you modify it in such a way that the whole thing becomes something new. Let me give you some examples. In your childhood, when you went to a restaurant, what did you do? You ordered for your idli, vada, dosa and coffee. You ate everything, you drank your coffee and you ran away. There was always this feeling, hey, I wish I could spend a little more time here. The atmosphere is good. I'm talking to my friends, but no. Somewhere at the back of your mind, at the back of your head, you can feel people staring down at you and say, hey, vacate this place, I want to sit there. Starbucks changed it all over the world. And Coffee Day changed it in India. Coffee Day said, come, sit, order, stay as long as you want, and we give you a free internet. So go ahead, spend your whole day here if you want, buy yourself just one coffee. Amazing, isn't it? Let's talk about Amazon then. What did Amazon do? It began as a bookstore. Now the bookstore is somewhere in the background. You hardly ever think about it because books themselves are not in vogue. But Amazon grew from there to a mind-boggling 20 crore products. And it became the world's biggest e-tailer, all because of innovation. Taxis. Remember the hassles you used to go through when you got down at the railway station or at the airport? How you had to keep haggling with the taxi driver and somehow try to make him go at your fare? Uber changed everything. They gave you an app, the fares were fixed, you just went and sat inside the car and they took you wherever you wanted. Now, the taxi was the same, the driver was the same, the distance was the same, but where was the innovation? The innovation was in making the entire travel hassle-free for you. We went one step further. A lot of people were in a hurry, or they are in a hurry today. They simply don't have time. So what do they need to do? They need to gobble down some food somewhere and have a cup of coffee or tea on the fly and start doing their work. So it gave birth to what we call darshanis in South India and what are called self-help restaurants everywhere else in the world. It takes you a minute to order. It takes another minute for the food to come to you, and then it is your time. A recent innovation today, which has revolutionized the whole world, is UPI. Do you carry cash these days? You don't really carry cash these days. All you need to have is a GPay or a PhonePe or whatever, and everything, including buying Pani Puri to buying a car, can be accomplished through just that UPI number. Right. Selling has been on for ages. You know what Mercedes-Benz did? They said, we will no longer sell in our showrooms. Huh? Yeah, they said, we will no longer sell in our showrooms. You can buy your car online and only the delivery will be in our showroom. Amazing, isn't it? Which means you can even negotiate the price of a Mercedes-Benz online. You don't have to meet anybody. Now, this is innovation in its true sense. Our parents had fans in the showroom, and half the time they would switch them off and say, "Garmi kahan hai?" Although they would be sweating. We changed everything. Today, there is no showroom which is not air conditioned. Be it a small 100 feet one or a mammoth 10,000 feet one. Everything is air conditioned. In Bangalore, where I stay, parking is a huge issue which is not only equivalent to the traffic laws. Many of us who own our own vehicles are afraid to even take them out simply because we don't know whether parking will be available. Well, in Bangalore, a host of companies have now sprung up. So you want to go to a mall, you can decide now. You can find out whether parking space is available in the mall or not by clicking on an app. Yeah, it's already there. Okay. You don't want to take your car? It's okay. Uber can offer an auto rickshaw, so can Ola and the other taxi services. You don't even want to do that. You want to have fresh air on your head? Pick up a Rapido bike taxi, single passenger and a driver. And it is, believe me, the fastest mode of transport in Bangalore today. Take the chore of cooking. There are often times you feel that today I don't want to cook. You can't escape that. You're a housewife, a homemaker, but you have to cook. Zomato changed that. Swiggy changed that. You don't need to cook. You have the whole world at your service. You simply order sitting in the comfort of your drawing room, and each person can give a different order for food, which as a homemaker you definitely cannot cater to. You don't even want to do that. You want to have fresh, hot food. It is possible for you to hire a chef for one single day. He will come, do your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. You don't want to drive today? You don't have a driver? He's on leave? Click on an app, and there's a driver available to you. Now, these, ladies and gentlemen, are simple examples of what innovation is all about. Innovation is breaking a standard tradition, disrupting it with something new. But that means doing it legally, not illegally, right? Innovation is not a one-time affair. It's a constant exercise. You have to keep on doing something or the other to keep on changing with audience taste. Look at Uber. They gave you taxis first. And then they said, okay, you want to order food? We will deliver to you. Okay. They went one step further and said, you want parcels to be delivered anywhere in the city? Uber will take care of it for you. Now, we associate an app like Zomato only with deliveries. Again, Zomato innovated and said, you want to book a restaurant, a fine dining restaurant, do so through our app and enjoy discounts. Wow. So how does one really innovate? Is a question I'm sure is on your mind. Look at all the natural laws that exist in your business today. For example, 9 o'clock is when you open, 9 o'clock is when you want your employees to come. All this are rules. And these rules can be changed. You have to make that innovation relevant to your business. Okay, you can't do something totally new, out of the world as far as your business is concerned. That is not innovation. It's a new business altogether. So your innovation must be relevant to what you're doing. And think about the impact that you will create because of that innovation. Yeah. After all, if you're innovating, you're doing it for your customer. You're doing it so that your customer will come to you. Now, this innovation, is it really working? Periodically, take stock. If it is not, dump it for something newer. But you want to survive in business today, my dear friends, you need to constantly keep changing. And that means constantly innovating. Until the next one, bye-bye.